Hello, everyone, and welcome to Inspire. Thrilled to have Jacqui Burns with us from Australia. Hello, Jacqui.
Hi. Thanks very much for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. And as you know, we just came off celebrating SeneGence 25 years here in North America, and you were our featured international speaker trainer. Thank you so much for coming all this way to be with us.
Wow, what a ride that was. That was insane. Not only the whole experience, so being surrounded by that many women at one time was just fantastic, phenomenal. Was awesome.
It was awesome. And I do need to ask you, did you make it back did you have to get an extra suitcase? I know how much shopping you guys were doing along the way. Did you have to buy an extra suitcase? Be honest.
Okay, so we came with one suitcase inside another suitcase, right? So
Oh, yeah.
technically we didn't buy a suit, but we did buy a duffel bag, like just a little sports bag that we shoved some extra clothes in that we may have purchased. Yeah, look, the shopping over there is it's fun for me. You guys have got some stuff that I don't have here, so I tend to have a little bit of fun shopping.
Yeah, understandable. Love it. Okay, so I asked before we started recording because you spoke a lot at our seminar, which is fantastic. But I wanted to know what were people coming up and asking you about most, because you did touch on so many fantastic topics. And one of the things that people were asking you about over and over again was, how do you find people to build your team year in and year out? You've been with us now for almost like 9 years, right? Since 2015. So tell us a little bit about what that looks like to you in your daily life now, 9 years later in the business. How do you continually build and achieve all these incentives with having been here for so long? What are your best tips for us?
Oh, first thing is first, you have to fill your customer funnel. So you can't stop working the business and think that you're still going to be able to recruit people and just survive on that alone. Like it's not possible. Plus, the core of this business for me has and always will be servicing women and helping women with their makeup and skincare. So if I keep that in the forefront of my mind when it comes, I don't think about recruiting as, oh, I need these numbers for Lips Trip or I need these numbers for Center Sponsor. My core focus is always going to be customers first because I know the rest is going to follow. So you got to fill the customer funnel, which is, the Wow Book Demo Direct thing. It helps, guys. Jody put that thing together for a reason. And if you go about your day, making sure you've got your stripes on, even if it's the colors that you're wearing on your face, on your hands, have a wow bag, have your pamphlets of paraphernalia. Like I did show off one of mine on stage, but I've actually got like a couple that go in with QR codes and lip charts and things like that, and have them on you, have beauty books on you, and don't be afraid to have a conversation with people about if they compliment your lipstick or if you're talking about your business and what you do. Don't be afraid to have them bring up their phone and say, hey, plug in, have a look. I always talk about new products that come out. I do demonstrations and tutorials so that I can show people how to do their brows, how to do their contour, how to do a face base, how to do a lip ombre. You're offering service. You're offering, what's the word I'm looking for, Amy? It's
Customer
service.
service.
That's it. You're offering tutorials to them. You're offering, what your specialties are in whatever area or what you know about makeup and skincare that they don't know. So if you keep focusing on those things, you will always have a customer pool to be offering the SeneGence choice to as well.
So I love that you talked about the stripes, the wow, it's something that for 25 years has worked. And when somebody asks you about your stripes, what's your standard reply? Because there's a lot of people watching that might not be comfortable with that yet.
Yeah, the first time that people asked me about it, I probably wasn't as confident as I am now. So, back in the day, it was just like, oh yeah, it's just makeup and, don't make eye contact. But now it would be, oh, this is my magic makeup. Like this stuff, you can stick it on at the start of the day and it's not going to come off. I've been wearing this stuff for 9 years. And then is probably when I'd say, have you got your phone on you? And that's when I would say, here,
You
bring
just
up my
cut right to the chase. So you cut right to the chase.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Love it.
need it. They need this. In saying that, like, you know, when you're having these conversations, you're smiling, you're not demanding. I don't, you know, I don't have a scowl on my face or anything. I'm not like going, I'm not like, you're inviting, you're warm, you're welcoming, and people enjoy that. So if you are saying, yeah, it's this stuff that doesn't come off, so you can stick it on and you know, and you can wear your lashes and they're not going to come off everywhere. And you can have your makeup on at the start of the day. It's going to look just as great at the end of the day. Have you got your phone on you? I'm going to show you my page. I do tutorials all the time. You'll love this. And it's just
Wonderful.
positive and it's
Yeah.
energetic and people want to be around that more. It's way better than going out there going, oh, it's just this makeup I sell and looking down.
Right.
Be proud.
And you sound super excited about it, super passionate about it, as you said. And when you say the word tutorial, it's educational. So yeah, whether you're teaching, you know, about an eye look or, you know, skincare or a lip color. So I think that that's an easy ask of somebody to want to join. And it's low risk for the person that you're talking to as well, right? I think that's
Just say, watch these. Go and have a sticky beak. Or go and have a look. Like, it's that
what do you
Australian
call
language
this?
that I know that
Sticky
you
bake?
guys, I'm going to teach you guys Australian for the rest of my life. And then you will all like, it'll become
Awesome.
second nature when I say them. Sticky
Yeah.
beak. Go and have a sticky beak. Go and just go and pop your nose in and have a look at some of the stuff that's on there. And then at the same time, if I am having a conversation with them and I've gotten them on my page, that if you've got anything on you like color charts or a beauty book, it's just so good to always walk around with one or two in your handbag. With your details on the back so that you can say, guys, like, yeah, we've got this. Wait till you see the skincare, right? And you can, like, I don't often walk around with samples of the skincare on me because what happens is I forget that they're even in there, to be honest. But I like to tell them what we've got and hand over a catalog. I don't know about you, Amy, but you put a catalog of anything in front of me, I'm reading the catalog. Like, I love shopping. I know I have a problem, but I do thoroughly enjoy shopping. So if you put a catalog of products in front of me, it could be anything. And I'm going to flick my way through that catalog and have a look and probably start dog earing pages or circling things. So give women a catalog and we will look through it.
Yes, and don't give them a catalog without getting their contact information. Otherwise, you're just throwing money away, right? So get them into your Facebook groups or get a contact or however you're doing that, of course. And so when you get them into the group, how do you direct them and eventually either have them join your team or they just become maybe kiss and tell or VIP customer with you within your group? What are the words that work for you that you use?
Okay, so my favorite phrases are more like planting seeds. But the first thing is, no matter what, you can buy from me as a customer and I will look after you like royalty. I will treat you like a queen, a customer queen of mine. But if you decide to join and become a distributor and you can do what I do or any of the different facets of what we do, and you decide to, you know, sell the products and, you know, turn it into a little business for yourself, I will still treat you like royalty because you're going to be part of my team. So I talk about it like that because it tells them that, first of all, if you do decide to do this, it's not a bad thing. Because a lot of times people go, oh, no, I just want to buy from you because I want to support you. And that's nice. That's lovely. But I want them to know that if they become part of my team, then they still get to be part of my community and I will still talk to them all the time. And so it's a little bit reassuring when you stick it that way. So that's one of the first things. So you can stay a customer and I'll treat you like a queen, but you can also become part of my team and work this as a business. And, you know, you'll still get treated like royalty. So that's the first choice. And then there's wordings and planting seeds throughout every interaction with customers, which it would be something as simple as, well, one day you're going to join me and do this with me. I would love your makeup is so fantastic. You would be so great at this. You should think about joining me one day. Right. So you should think about one day. Those are sort of my favorite sentences, and talking about what they're already good at. So if they've got eyebrows that are phenomenal, doesn't matter if they had a little help. Most of us have had a little help with our eyebrows. Compliment them and say, I'd love for you to do this with me. One day you will join me.
And so you're complimenting, you're offering, so they know, right? You have to give them a choice, otherwise they won't even know it's an option. And how many new customers are you in contact with every week or every month to keep your funnel full?
Ooh, new customers wise. Oh, Amy, you've got me there. I'm not sure I actually track it because I just focus on on doing the work that's going to attract the customers. So I probably don't measure it necessarily, but you know what? Square tells me how many new customers I've had in a month. And so I'm going to say probably 20 to 25 new customers on average per month, in addition to the reorders. So
Right.
looking back, because we get these monthly emails from Square and I quite like my data. So that would probably be the best way. I do get orders that pay by bank transfer and I get cash and all the rest of it. But if we're going solely by the Square marketing emails that we get, that's my rough average. But I still don't I don't track them necessarily by pen and paper. I just kind of focus on doing the do that's going to get that outcome. So I don't necessarily I don't quantify it. I just focus on the action.
Yeah.
More likely to actions equal outcomes.
Exactly. Activity yield results. Exactly. And so I think, you know, people that are watching right now and listening think, you know, when's the last time you had 20 new customers? Do you only have 20 customers? Do you only have 5 customers? You know, are you only bringing 5 new customers into the business every month? So I think that 20 to 25 new customers, 5 new customers a week on average is a really healthy number to always be growing. Because as you mentioned, you have your reorder business. So for the past 7 years, people that have been buying for you, whether they joined you, you know, as a customer 7 years ago or last year, but you'll get those reorders because they want their CCTM or their climate control or all the other fabulous things that we have. And then you're adding, though, new 20 to 25 new customers on top of the reorders. So you're probably averaging, I'm guessing, about 50 to 60 orders a month, if not more. I don't know the numbers there, and I don't want to put you on the spot. We didn't talk about it, but that's what a business builder does, right? That's what a business builder does. And so how are you meeting the people to put into your funnel? Besides the wow, how else are you meeting them?
Participating in life for a start. So I did say this on stage, and it's the nicest possible way to say this, but get a life, guys. Go out there and get yourself a life. Participate in your community. So there's the in-person and then there's online. In person, you got to go out and get a life. Participate in kids' activities. Go and sit there in the stands. So I know a lot of people might drop their kids off at their sporting activities and go nick off for an hour and go shopping at Walmart or over there, right? Or over here to be our Kmart or whatever. Stay, talk to the other parents, get to know them, find out what they do, be part of your community and be active. And same goes for just participating and, you know, being around your friends. We can very much isolate ourselves, even more so after COVID, but participate in all of your friends groups and be active. So that's the in-person side of things. Wear your stripes when you go down the street, when you go down the shops. I know deliveries and getting groceries delivered these days can be really easy and take a lot of the stress out, but go shopping, go walk, talk to the people behind the checkout, just communicate and engage with people. Online, it's the same sort of thing. So if you want to attract new customers, you have to give them a reason to participate and engage with you as well. So that could be in stories, on posts, on live. Engage with people, interact with them, and then give them a reason, the service. What are you going to offer them? So yes, you're doing a tutorial online, but what else can you offer them? There are many people that are doing things like offering them color matches for foundations and tinted moisturizers. In fact, I just did one in my stories recently and I've had great replies. Message me and I will help color match you for the tinted moisturizer that I'm showing off right now. So it's giving people a call to action. So message me with, you know, the brand that you're using right now, the shade you're using right now, and even better, give me a selfie in the daylight and I'll help color match you for a foundation and a tinted moisturizer. Even doing like color charts for people to help them choose which eyeshadows might be suitable for them, well, make them, you know, make their eyes pop, or what lip color might look great on them. I've seen a lot of people offering those. You're offering a service to customers and you're offering a way for them to engage. And if you take a lot of the difficulty out of it for women, they're more likely to become a customer and purchase for the first time, because a lot of women that are my age, so I just turned 43 and I didn't grow up with YouTube. I grew up with magazines and the back of the quad palette to learn how to apply makeup, right? And people my age just want help. They want help to choose the kind of skincare they need, the kind of makeup they need, and they want someone to be honest with them and not say, hey, you need these 20 products to look fantastic. They want to know exactly, you know, what's good for my skin right now? What do I need? And what colors would look great on me? So you're delivering service to these people and you're helping them. And was that on the right topic, Amy? Did I?
Yeah, it was how do
That's
you
the on.
engage, how do you find the people to fill your funnel? And you talked about in person and just get out there, get back into your community, volunteer if you don't have children, because I think kids are really easy. You know, I was volunteering when I was in the field, like you got, you know, I was volunteering in the kids' classroom. I was the team mom on the sports teams, and I was in the stands, like you were saying. I was everywhere. And then on the online part of it, people that don't live in your community, how can you connect with them? Offer color matches, offer skin analysis, offer, you know, a lip lab tutorial with, you know, color matching. So all the things there, which is great. So you've been here now for 9 years. What are you looking forward to in the next 9 years and beyond?
Oh, look, I'm getting excited with all the new stuff that we come out with. I think that it's an addiction to seeing what SeneGence is going to come out with next, because they've caught me. They've come out the blind side, and I've been like shocked a couple of times at some of the things that we've come out with that I would never have even thought about. So I get excited to see what's new, what's going to be coming out. I still get excited by people that try our products for the first time too. So just that initial wow with the lip colors, because I know in the US it's the same as in Australia in that we are so unknown still to this day. So even though we've been 25 years in America and 20 years here in Australia, every time I do any sort of vendor event or expo, there are probably 15% of people that are like, I've seen this stuff, I need more of it. And they'll come up and they'll ask me for all the different colors. But the other 85% have still never heard of it, and they try it for the first time. So I don't get bored in this business at all, because I know that we are still so unknown and people love us so much. And there's still excited people to show these products off to. So of course, there's all the normal things that I look forward to, like where the next Lips trip or SeneStar trip is going to be. I do thoroughly enjoy attending those, and I love hanging out with my Sene sisters. I love building locally, so I've got a team of people in my own suburb that I know I can see at any given moment, and that builds that beautiful team camaraderie and a really beautiful community. So if we did the exact same 9 years again, maybe not with the out of stock lips, I could do with not going through that again. You didn't live through that one with us, did you?
But I hear about it all the time. But
I bet you do. We have PTSD from that. Yeah.
So I love it. So repeat the 9 years. We'll take out the, you know, when we didn't have any stock. And I know you're excited about what's to come product wise. And I will say it is very exciting. We're going to have a very fun summer. Very fun. We'll have winter over there. So
well done. Well done.
Yeah.
One thing I will throw out there that we spoke about beforehand that we haven't touched on yet, and I know that we don't usually have long for these things, but when you guys are talking about SeneGence, you have to think about how you're talking about it, how often you're talking about it, where you're talking about it. So I want you guys to update a few things with your marketing. And I did go over this at seminar, but I know that there's thousands of you that weren't able to attend this year that are going to go next year. So I want you to update your marketing. I want you, if you're using Square, I want you to put a little blurb in there. There's a little notes section where you can say, hey, did you know you could do this as a business? Join me and do what I do and become a distributor. So you need to tell them this is an option or they're not going to know. Put it in your follow-up emails, just a little thing at the bottom to say, hey, do what I do. You can do this as a business, become a distributor, and put your link. You have to make it easy for people to know that this is an option. So even on my own, I've got a join my team section here, and then I've got a sign up as a distributor link on the bottom. I've got little join up cards that go in every order. On my color charts, I've got something down the bottom just here about join my team as well. You want to even have a pinned post in your Facebook groups or your Facebook business page, a pinned post with, here's the catalog to order, like to flick through, here's the link to order, give them all the call to actions that they need and make it easy to find out how to join you. And, oh God, where else was it? Instagram bubbles, highlight bubbles. So just have these things readily available. And you can't stop talking about it. So you can't think to yourself, oh, I already spoke about it in April, or I spoke about joining when it was free in January. You can't just focus on these things when it's free. First of all, the new digital kit. Well done, SeneGence. And the beauty portfolio, that's awesome as well. Don't just talk about them during the free signups. You guys, we're talking about this all year long, daily, because not everybody watches every single thing you do all the time. And it doesn't mean that Facebook and Instagram are going to send them to you all the time as well. Like, you're not going to see everything all the time. So you have to talk about it all the time, post about it, story about it, and do it in lots of different ways. So you can attract the people that want to be sociable by showing off your training events and your big events. You can attract the people that want to be around a community that way as well. Talk about how you pack orders, talk about how you place your orders, talk about the business, show off your cool displays, how you store your products. You could talk about the business in 150 different ways on repeat, and it'll just show people a little bit of the behind the scenes and get them excited. And, you know, that's you offering the choice in a more subtle way as well. So I could be sledgehammer, get your phone out, join my team, and then I can be very subtle. I'd say do it all, and you're more likely to increase your chances of building a team and success.
Love that. Great advice. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, coming all the way here. Everyone loved your trainings. We hope you come back again soon. And I'm sure we'll see you on the next trip. But thanks so much, Jacqui. Thanks for being an inspiration.
See everyone in Costa Rica.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.